of the United States of America.
At the convention, you cast yourself as a joyful warrior, but in recent rallies, you've increasingly attacked former President Trump as an unstable and unhinged. Is that an effective closing? Is that an effective closing argument?
I think that one is not to the exclusion of the other. I have a great deal of optimism, as do the people who are here, about the future of our country. That is not in conflict with also being clear-eyed about the danger that Donald Trump poses based on the language that he has used and his admiration for dictators, his inability to really focus on the needs of the American people, in particular working people. These things are not in conflict. They all exist at the same time.
The critics who say the joy is gone, you respond.
Oh, I'm having a great time.
And we pressed her about the widening gender gap. The latest NBC News poll shows Harris leads Trump among women by 14 points. But Trump has a 16-point advantage with men. Just this week, her campaign expanded its advertising on websites that draw largely male audiences, like the sports betting site DraftKings. The vice president downplaying the divide.
Why do you think there is a disconnect for you with men right now?
Well, let me tell you, you can look at this audience and you can see that there are people of every background and gender who are showing up by the thousands. And I think it is because they know I intend to be a president for all Americans. And that is how I'm campaigning to earn the vote of every American, not only about their gender, but about their geographic location and unburdened by who they may have voted for in the past.
Just to be clear, though, men still say by a 16% margin they're supporting Donald Trump right now. Why do you think that is?
It's not the experience that I'm having, to be honest with you.
The vice president has been reluctant to distance herself from President Biden, now casting it as a matter of loyalty.
President Biden said this week that every president has to cut their own path. What is one policy that you would have done differently over these last 3.5 years than President Biden?
I mean, to be very candid with you, even including Mike Pence, vice presidents are not critical of their presidents. I think that really actually, in terms of the tradition of it and also just going forward, it does provide an important relationship.
He's now given you that green light with his comments that you can carve your own path. So now that you have this ability to say that to be on your own?
Well, no, going forward, there is no question that I bring my own experiences and my own life experiences.
Is there a policy that stands out to you in particular, either?
Sure. I mean, my approach to what we need to do bring home born of experience of taking my mother. My priority on housing, one, because I know what it means, affordable housing and the ability to buy a home, but also I know that for so many young people who I speak with around our country, the American dream, so my $1,000 down payment assistance and get foot in the door. The work that I have been doing and will bring to the presidency around emphasizing small businesses as being part of the real backbone of America's economy.
Harris turns 60 tomorrow with campaign stops in Georgia.
You talk about generational change. What does generational change mean to you?
I think it's about a state of mind, and it is about understanding that we should be focused on this moment, and this is a very particular moment where there is a lot happening in our country that is about innovation, that are about really new approaches to long-standing challenges, and it's a new generation of thinking as much as anything else.
Our conversation with the Vice President yesterday in Grand Rapids. We should also note the Trump campaign agreed to a sit-down interview with NBC News last Monday to be focused on the economy. The campaign canceled it, saying they would reschedule, but so far has not.